What it do? We in the lab. Y'all already know it. Man, I'm messing with these alternators on my car. I think I'm gonna have to dumb it down to just one alternator running the car and one 370 on the music for right now, because for some reason them two 370s trying to make that bracket is really frustrating me, and I'm trying to move forward, and it's holding me back. So I did some stuff and I started building. Well, I took one of the alternators off and just put one. I went and got the belt this morning. So far, it's looking good. Now, I'm putting together this little bracket for a tensioner, also for some support, and then I know I'm gonna have to put one more support bar on it to make it right. But this is what I'm working with. So I put a different pulley down there so I can put a wider belt. That was the problem first of all. Got me an idler right there coming to this one alternator. And if I move the whole bracket, it also puts tension on the belt, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do, I'm finna weld something right here, and I'm gonna have a tensioner going back there. So when I tighten it up, it'll pull this forward, hopefully. And then I'll put a brace. Once I get it tight, I'll put a brace from here to the engine that'll keep it sturdy. And there goes that phone call. Okay, I'm gonna get set up anyway, y'all, and I'll be right back. Yeah. Try to get a little welding done around here. Try to make some custom bracketry. Well, I got some of them electrolyte drinks in there. Yeah. right, people. I went and hooked up my old microphone because I know I got that blower in the background. Now, the purpose of what I'm doing is trying to make this work as a tensioner. Okay, let me see. Now, see if I can get y'all a little close. Now I got one of those threaded, like tie rod ends. I made a little bracket right here. Hopefully that'll hold the tension. As I screw that, it's gonna pull together and hopefully pull this alternator forward. Ooh, y'all know what I messed up. I see what I did already. That's not gonna work. I did not pull the tension back on that bracket before I welded it, and now this is already loose. Uh-oh, I might have to do some cutting and go back in, y'all. Okay, let me see where I done messed up it. Yeah, because that is not gonna pull that tension. Uh, mm, mm, mm. I did that wrong. I think even if, let me see if this is even gonna work. Okay, when I twist that, okay, it's pulling up the alternator. Okay. Oh, it might pull it. Okay. So now I gotta get this straight. Because now that that's gonna pull that, it's hard work, y'all. Trying to configure this. Okay, now if I was to bring this in, let me get some vice grips, grip pliers, vice grips, whatever you want to call it. Let's see what this do. Okay, now that's actually tightening up the belt, but I noticed that belt. Okay, now let me spin the motor and see how this belt is gonna fall. Is it gonna come to the middle? Do I need to move some stuff over? Or am I pretty much in the right spot to go ahead and make another bracket for the back part? Okay, now see the belt, it went straight over here. So it need to, okay, so okay, let me see what I need to try, y'all. Okay, I don't have that much tension that way. Okay, it still look like that's not going to work. I'm gonna have to do some bending and shaping. Yep, it keep wanting to go. Okay, so for that to work, it need to come like this. So I'm wondering if I put a little bit more tension, because I need to see how much tension this is going to hold anyway. I need to make sure my welding. Let me see some. Whoa, no sir. Oh, okay, that's bringing it that way. Okay, so so I can use this as a tensioner. Oh, okay, now that's not as tight as I would like it to be. So I'm wondering. Well, that's pretty cool right there, y'all. And it's a cool little tension on the belt. So really, I will need to make a bracket that will pull this that away. Ooh, ooh. That is not going to work because I have the distributor right there. So really, I'm going to have to make a bracket that maybe come from here and go straight across to that bolt over there. And it also push this forward like this. I need to make it adjustable so I can adjust it like this. And we got some nice tension. I might be able to play with this tensioner a little bit more now that I see what's going on. As long as I make this adjustable like this. Okay. I might be on to something, y'all. I might be on to something. But so far, that's looking pretty good. It just takes some balancing and some lining up. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So far, I am pretty happy with that. So now my next move is I see that the crank pulley that I added at the bottom is wobbling. So I have to do some more drilling on that pulley because the hole is kind of off-centered from some previous stupid drilling that I did. And this tension is pretty nice. Okay. All right. So now if I can get this pulley lined up at the bottom, y'all, I will be A-okay. So let me wrestle with this crank pulley down here at the bottom. Like I say, so far the tension is looking good. Um, yeah, let me deal with this crank pulley at the bottom and I shall return. All right, people. Now, I had to go ahead and get down to business and go ahead and figure this out. I did a lot of back and forth, a lot of measuring, configuring. Okay, y'all know I got my infamous wrench bracket. That's on that to pull the tension for the whole bracket. Got the belt going down to my pulley. Got an idler. So far, so good. I got my compressor on. The only thing, I'm going to have to put a tensioner on here because of the way I had to build the bracket. Don't laugh at my bracket because it's mine. It's under my hood. Don't worry about it. I'm going to fix it up. But I'm thinking about putting a tensioner right up under here because that belt be flopping real bad. But that ain't nothing. It's on there. I turned on the AC. It's clicking on. Let me see. Sliding it down. I gotta redo my seats. I gotta redo my seats because I ain't gonna lie. I think when I did these, yeah, it was cold. Cause I ain't never really had that problem with them, with it coming off like that. And that's that edge part where you slide in it. But yeah, I'm gonna redo them, retouch them up. Now it's hot, this is the good time to do it. So yeah, people, now it's almost time for me to paint this old motor, get it looking a little decent. I know it look like crap right now, but trust me, it's a coming. I don't care if I spray it all black, it's gonna be looking good up under here. But yeah, I might do a little sound check later on. Well, actually, a friend of mine came by and he was listening to it, and he brought something to my attention. He say, first of all, put some more power on them woofers and get them cleaned up. Which is the 6500 is pushing them, but he want me to put the 30K back on the 218s. And he want me to run it at 4 ohms, because I got dual ones. He want me to take the woofers out, put them in series, then series them at the amp, and run that 30K at 4 ohms and put it on them 218s. He say that amp at 4 ohms should still put out about 12K or something. I don't know, y'all. I know one thing, I don't want to take them woofers back out. I know there's something I don't want to do. Man, I think before I pull them woofers back out, I put that 30K in there at 1 ohm and turn everything down. No subsonic, no nothing. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm not taking them woofers back out. No, sir. Nah, I'm not doing that. Black, you almost had me. I ain't taking them woofers back out. Nah. But what I will do, like I say, I might hook that 30K up back on the 18s at 1 ohm and turn everything down. The volume on the radio, that speaker level, turn all of that all the way down. No bass in the radio, no nothing. Everything just clean, no nothing turned up. That ought to sound good. Now he telling me to put the 6500 on the 415s. I'm like, nah, man, it's not gonna work. Nah, I ain't doing that. I think I'm gonna leave it like it is. Now what he did tell me, that port, he say that box would be better if it was in the SUV and that port was facing the wall. He say by it being a wall setup, say that port need to be smaller. So me and Jay gonna play later on. Or if Jay can't make it, I'm finna go play. And we gonna see what it do. We gonna shrink that port and see what it do. Ha! Ha! So, like I say, y'all, I will be back later on, just dibbling around with the dual alternator setup. Hopefully I will be making a move pretty soon. We will be at a new location. We shall see. So, I'm gonna holler at you good people later. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later.